What's up everyone, this is FP6 bringing you some more Go Battle League battles here in the Ultra Premier Classic Cup, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing a team that I tried out running with POLIWRATH, Alolan Muck, and Typhlosion in the back. Now, Walrein is one of the most common Pokemon in the Ultra Premier meta right now, and POLIWRATH is definitely one of the best responses to Walrein, especially when you're running Dynamic Punch and Ice Punch. It gives it a lot of flexibility, that way you're not walled by the grass types. Alolan Muck is always a pretty solid safe swap, and running Poison Jab here you have more fast move pressure against the Charmers, and Typhlosion as a closer, if you're able to get an energy advantage, can really nuke a lot of things. These battles were around like the 3200 rating range. I think I have since dropped a lot of rating since then, because I've been trying out other teams, and honestly I've been getting kind of destroyed in the Ultra Premier Classic Cup meta. The Trevenant Walrein cores are so strong, and I do not have a Trevenant that is able to be run in this meta, and so kind of difficult there, and I've been getting destroyed in the meta. But these were some battles featuring this team that I had a lot of success with, and so with this Typhlosion here, gonna throw a Blast Burn on the Blaziken. Walrein in the back. The thing is, when shields are down here and you're on even energy with a Walrein, they are going to be able to get to that Earthquake before you can get to a Solar Beam. Really not great. That's the thing with Typhlosion, is you are going to be taking super effective from that ground type damage from Walrein, whereas Charizard would be taking single resisted damage from that, and they would be going for Icicle Spears instead. But barely able to take out that Walrein with the POLIWRATH there and win the game there. Good game. Okay, Nidoqueen lead, kind of awkward, because I believe like in the 2 shield they probably can just win this straight Poison Fang. I'm going to chip this Gyarados with an Ice Punch because I don't have a hard counter to it, and then I'm going to bring in my Alolan Muck. This makes the matchup a little bit easier for my Alolan Muck. However, I do get outpaced by this Gyarados, and really bad play on my part over tapping there. I should have thrown my Dark Pulse 1 move sooner, because now if they shield this, they can easily win switch. Thank goodness they let that through though. That would have been pretty rough for me if they would have brought in the Nidoqueen and farmed, or if they would have won switch there with the Gyarados. But now I also kind of still have a problem with this Nidoqueen. Gonna let this go through. Most likely they're just gonna Poison Fang me and ramp up a bunch of damage with their fast move. We've seen Nidoqueen, we've seen Gyarados. I'm wondering if there's a Walrein in the back, potentially like a double water team, and it's a Trevenant, and we have 2 shields, so Typhlosion is going to do pretty well here. However, if you get baited with Seed Bomb, you start to get outpaced to these moves. Really not ideal. Typhlosion is interesting. Incinerate, in theory, is a really good fast move because of the energy gain and the damage. Like, damage per energy is really solid on it. However, it's just so slow that if your opponent is really good at timing their moves, it kind of just leaves you in a world of hurt, because you're not able to sneak in any free energy anywhere, and it causes you to have really slow reaction times on your swaps in and out. But we're able to take that game there. Trevenant lead, really bad, but we have 2 responses to this. Now, Alolan Muck is my hard counter to the Trevenant, so I opt to go for the Typhlosion swap here, and they mirror with their own Typhlosion, and they don't even throw any energy with their Trevenant. So this gives me an opportunity to try to win switch here. Gonna throw another Blast Burn and most likely get a shield. My Typhlosion has pretty bad PvP IVs. You can see they're 755, so I'm anticipating that I'm going to win the CMP tie on a lot of these mirror matches. So I get the second shield, and it was, in fact, the CMP tie. I really want to win switch here. They bring out a Blaziken. Oh my gosh. If this Blaziken is running Brave Bird, this is really bad. but it's just a blast burn, so that's good for me. Gonna farm up a little bit more and then throw the dynamic punch. After all this mud shot damage, this hopefully should do enough damage to take out the Blaziken. No, it doesn't, but I'm able to get a little bit more farm. I know that the Trevenant could be coming in. I do have an Ice Punch for that. They end up bringing in the Typhlosion because they want to burn my energy. Nice play by them. But thankfully for me, I have a Alolan Muck in the back, which is a very hard counter to Trevenant. And so we're going to be able to take this game no problem. Typhlosion on the safe swap, able to clean up that game pretty nicely because they did not have a direct response to the Typhlosion. Crobat lead is so rough. And honestly, I don't really know the best way to play this out. So I chipped this with an Ice Punch, but eventually I got to get out of here. So I'm going to go into Alolan Muck. They have a Poliwrath of their own. Not great for me. And they are running Dynamic Punch. So I'm going to go straight for the Acid Spray here. Try to do as much fast move damage as I can with these Poison Jabs. The nice thing is that now my Typhlosion doesn't have to be paired up against the Poliwrath. But if this is like a double water team, like a Swampert in the back, it's going to be kind of rough. They actually allow me to have switch advantage, which I was very surprised by. But I still don't have a hard counter to this Crobat. So I have to bring in my Typhlosion here. And going to eat a lot of damage from these Poison Fangs and Air Slashes. If there is a Wall Rain in the back, we're looking pretty good. So going to throw a Blast Burn, and they let it go. Oh man, Crobat double fighter. And they saved both shields for the Shadow Machamp. That's a really nice play. Because I get outpaced here. I'm going to go for an Ice Punch bait. But Typhlosion is just going to be too slow to get to these moves. I have to commit my final shield here. I need to burn that shield. And really hoping that I can get to a Dynamic Punch here. Going to bait with another Ice Punch. They shield it. I'm able to get to this Dynamic Punch, and then I need to get out of here so I don't get farmed. Is my switch clock up? Yes, it is. Swapping to Typhlosion, and hopefully one Mud Shot will KO, and I'll be able to survive the counter. It's going to be very close. We're barely able to win that game. Good game. Super close. Poliwrath into Toxicroak. Another not really great lead. Even though I'm hitting for super effective with the Mud Shots, I can really only go for Ice Punch here. And Toxicroak is going to be a really, really good response to my Alolan Muck, so I got to get rid of this thing. I do shield up the Sludge Bomb. That puts me in a better position here. They catch on their Alolan Muck. Really nice play. So I might farm up some energy and then mirror with my own Alolan Muck. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Now their Toxicroak is low enough that potentially a Dark Pulse from my Alolan Muck will threaten them when it comes back in. But I need to farm up as much energy as possible in this matchup so when the Toxie does come in, I have energy to throw on it. But their Alolan Muck is not allowing me to farm up too much because they Acid Sprayed me. I have to throw this Dark Pulse, but I lose CMP. Not great. It's just an Acid Spray. Gonna be able to get this Dark Pulse off. Toxicroak is gonna come in and farm me more. Need to get an Ice Punch off on this Toxicroak, so I throw this. Probably gonna get a shield here. I'm anticipating a Snorlax in the back. Oh man, it's an Ampharos. That is not good at all. Another scenario where Typhlosion just gets outpaced. Man, if they gave Typhlosion a bait move of some sort, I really think it would have a lot more play. Solar Beam is a nice nuke, but man, having Blast Burn as your cheapest energy move is kind of difficult in these scenarios. Able to get to 2 Blast Burns there. They're farming up a lot of energy because they want to have a Thunder Punch for my Poliwrath, which is a really smart play. And Poliwrath is going to get shredded by this Ampharos here. Good game. Tough battle there. Poliwrath into Dragonite. Okay, another awkward matchup because my fast moves are doing nothing, but Ice Punch is going to hit for double super effective and do a lot of damage. But if they 2-shield the Dragonite, which I get a sneaking suspicion that they're going to do that, I'm in a really bad spot, because they're essentially going to be at full health. I do outpace the Dragonite though. It essentially takes like 6 mud shots worth of energy for them to get to a Dragon Claw. So I'm going to have to double shield here. I really want to get to an Ice Punch. They tried to catch on their Escavalier, but when I have no shields, my Typhlosion is no longer going to be a good response to this thing. So going to get hit by a Drill Run here. Going to hit for super effective damage and probably barely survive, yeah. But now I'm going to get farmed by the Dragonite, and this is so over. This is so over. Dragonite Escavalier pairing is really smart, because Escavalier is also a solid response to Wall Rain. Yeah, I get absolutely demolished in that game. Good game. That Shadow Dragonite destroyed me. Obstagoon lead, favorable for me. Out comes Swampert. Yikes, I don't have a great answer to this. Poliwrath is my best answer to Swampert. So I do correctly shield up the Earthquake. Both Alolan Muck and Typhlosion have play against Obstagoon still. It's a fairly neutral matchup, so I just got to get rid of the Swampert, because I am double weak to Swampert in the back. They let it go. So most likely I might safe swap my Alolan Muck. Probably chip this with an Ice Punch and then go into Alolan Muck here, potentially. That's what I'm going to do. I get a shield. And they're going to chip me probably with a Poison Fang here to set me up for a farm down scenario with their Obstagoon. There's the Obstagoon. Going to throw as many Acid Sprays as possible, but I still have that healthy Crobat to deal with in the back. Gonna be difficult here. Need to land another Acid Spray. Trying to run out the switch clock here to wiggle my way out of this matchup, but I'm gonna get farmed down most likely. I did a lot of Poison Jab damage though. Gonna bring in the Typhlosion to farm this down and then be able to land some Blast Burns on the Crobat. There's the Crobat. All I need to do is get to 2 Blast Burns here, and I should be able to take this game. So I'm at 2 Blast Burns, and Typhlosion definitely wins the CMP tie against Crobat. So we're going to be able to take this game. Cool team from my opponent. Obstagoon leads really have kind of a variety of Pokemon in the back. And they had a Shadow Crobat and a Swampert that time. Heracross, this is really bad. Have to go for these Ice Punches here. Alolan Muck will be able to hit for neutral. I actually end up switching into Alolan Muck here, trying to bait out a Swampert or a Walrein if they have one in the back. But they mirror with their own Alolan Muck. Nice play. That Heracross is going to give me some issues late game for sure. Gonna let this go. The Ice Punch really just hardly does anything to the Heracross, so that's the problem. And even though Incinerates are going to be hitting for super effective damage, the Heracross is able to get to those Rock Blasts fairly quickly to able to hit back with super effective damage as well. So I saved my Alolan Muck, and I'm farming up as much energy as possible with my Poliwrath. Down goes their Alolan Muck. Out comes the Heracross again, most likely going to get a shield with this Ice Punch. I do, but am I going to get farmed down? That's so bad. That is so bad. I need to bring in my Alolan Muck here and try to get to this Dark Pulse. I should have just thrown the Acid Spray. But I forced the Heracross to dump some energy. I have to commit my final shield here. What is in the back? There's no way they're weak to Typhlosion in the back. It's a Walrein, and because I have no shields, this is game over. Good game. Man, Heracross in the lead. Walrein lead, very favorable for me. It's all going to come down to the secondary matchup here. Kanto Muck. Gonna chip this with an Ice Punch and then go into my Alolan Muck. Now, Kanto Muck does get to Thunder Punches faster than I get to the Dark Pulse. So this matchup gets a little bit awkward in the 2 shield. But I need to guarantee that I keep my Poliwrath aligned with that Walrein because it's such a favorable matchup. It's looking like I'm going to be able to farm down this Muck. So have to shield this up to maintain alignment. Never ideal, but I will at least be able to get off a lot of energy onto this Walrein. I'm anticipating that they're going to want to farm me all the way down. And because it's a Shadow Walrein, 2 Dark Pulses is really going to threaten this a lot. But most likely, they might just save both their shields for whatever they have in the back. Okay, they do end up shielding that. That's totally fine. This Earthquake is going to hit for a decent chunk of damage, though. But I don't know what's in the back quite yet. I'm anticipating a Trevenant. They're able to get to another move here. It's just an Icicle Spear. I might aggro swap my Typhlosion here, predicting the swap. They catch a Dynamic Punch on their Trevenant. Holy cow. Really nice play. Gonna bring out my Typhlosion. And if I get baited here, this is really bad. They go for Shadow Ball though. Fine by me. Now I have to throw this Blast Burn, unfortunately. If they shield, I can throw another Blast Burn. They let it go. Out comes the Walrein once again. And I'm trying to just go for fast move damage. I do, they throw the Earthquake, it takes me out, and I'm barely able to Mudshot that thing down before I get Powder Snow down. One more battle in this video. Shadow Swampert, very, very scary. There's a good chance that there could be some anti-grass in the back, like Walrein. And I get baited with a Hydro Cannon. I'm so weak to Swampert, and my opponent is successfully baiting me. So really nice play from them. And they shield up the Dynamic Punch. Out comes Escavalier. But again, at least I'm able to get to this Blast Burn before they throw a Drill Run for some reason. It takes me 15 turns to get there, and it takes them only 14. So they definitely could have thrown that before I got that to force my shield. But I'm just going to let the Typhlosion go, because I knew it was going to be stuck against the Swampert anyways. So let's see what they have in the back. Is it a Walrein? What do they have? Oh man, it's a Snorlax. So Poliwrath has a lot of play. They bring out their Swampert. I was fearful of an Earthquake here, but to be honest, I lost track of their energy. So I'm going to throw this Dynamic Punch. And then Ice Punch should be enough to KO here. Poliwrath absolutely going off on their team here. And we're going to be able to take this game. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Sorry for the lack of videos lately. Work has been crazy, but everything has been going good and life is great. Ultra League Premier Cup has been pretty rough to me, but best of luck in your battles. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you appreciate the content, and I'll see you all in the next video.